Now let me ask you this very simple question. What's the condition of your current stock portfolio? If you're like many of us, we've experienced a 20% drop, a 30%, did I hear 40? Depending on how adventurous you were, you could be down 60 and 70% from where you were even just a year ago. It's a very scary thing for some of us, depending on our age. If you're getting a little older, you don't want to see that thing decline too much because the timeline to make it back is, well, we know that story. So let me ask you this question. What's your golf game like? No, honestly, what's your golf game really like? If somebody asks you, you're just going to smile and, hey, you want to go and play? Of course, you're going to go and you're going to play. And you're going to remember that shot, that day. It's like yesterday, and it could have happened 5 years ago. You're on the tee, a beautiful sunny afternoon, and you hit a drive, 300 yards straight down the pipe. There it is. It didn't go left, it didn't go right, it went absolutely straight. It bounced, it rolled, it kept going, stops at 300 yards. You remember that? Yes, any golfer remembers that day. How about being 100 yards off the green? You're chipping, and bang, it lands, it pops, it rolls 2 inches from the cup. Do you remember that? Of course, we all remember that. That's what brings us back to the game of golf over and over. We discount all those shots that went out of bounds, that went in the water, that went in the rough, and this is part of our game every day. But we discount those because we know we can make that shot. It's a few days, weeks, months in between when we really duplicate that special shot, but we remember like it was yesterday. Isn't your portfolio in some ways similar? How many times have you bought a small stock, didn't pay too much, and it went up by 500%? You remember that day. You remember that stock you bought for $1, and it tripled. It went to $3. You sold. You made $4,000 or $5,000, and yes, you took a holiday, and you were basking in your genius. Yeah, we all remember those, just like golf. But we discount the stocks that went offside, went in the sand, went in the water, just didn't go in the right direction. So I think it's fair to say we're going to continue to play golf in spite of our real little problems with the game. I think it's safe also to say that we're probably still going to want to play the stock market because we've got those visions of things we've done right over the years. But right now, with the condition of the market, it's a little scary to even think about it. I want to just bring you to a couple of guys who are just like us. They play golf and they have been in the market and they've been up and sideways and killed, and they've come up with a system. They call it Trading Pro System. And what it does essentially today is it's no longer looking at the market. It's no longer looking at what's up and what's down. A big trading day, a slow trading day, bad news in the sector, all those things that have affected our stocks over the years aren't important anymore. They've devised a system that no longer relies on all that information. So, in fact, it lets you, it lets me, it lets anybody who invests in a system like that sleep a little easier. And let's face it, our portfolios have had us losing a lot of sleep lately. What I'm suggesting is there's a link on this page, and just go to their site and take a look at it. Trading Pro System. David and Eric have come up with this over 20 years. They've actually, fine-tuned it so that it actually, and they've got a video. They've got a 7-minute video or so that will show you it's not a slick professional video. It's just two guys, and they've done this, and they're doing it very, very well. You know what? They're flying under the radar with this system. I think if you're interested in, like golf, coming back to the game, coming back to the stock market, I think you'll want to look at this system. It's a 7-minute video that I think really tells the whole story. And I think David and Eric are really onto something special here. It's called Trading Pro System. Check the link. I think you'll like what you see.